Hello, my name is Shannon Smith-Stewart, and it's my pleasure to introduce to you the 4T Prosperity Program. I'm so proud to be the daughter of Stretton Smith, creator and author of the program, and although he is no longer with us on this plane, he and I are still very close. I'm also the director of the 4T program and will be a co-presenter for your study course, along with the Reverend Michael Moran, minister at Spiritual Life Center in Sacramento. Michael was a classmate of Stretton's and a dear friend. Stretton was ordained by the Association of Unity Churches and served first as associate minister at Christ Unity Church in Sacramento and then as minister at Unity Church of the Monterey Peninsula. As a well-known Unity minister, he began teaching students about the riches that God holds in store for each of us, and thus the 4T Prosperity Program was created. The program was first presented in a classroom format in 1988 and continues to be a spiritually evolving prosperity course. Because of the 4T program's effectiveness and popularity, we have received many requests for an updated version of the program. I'm thrilled to say that it is now available as Stretton Smith's 4T Prosperity Program for the 21st century. Stretton was posthumously awarded the Charles Fillmore Award in 1999 for visionary consciousness and dynamic leadership. His vision and work continue to live in the updated version of 4T.
I would like to talk with you for a few moments to share with you as much as I can about the 4T Prosperity Program in order for you to determine whether or not this course, whether this concept is right for you. This program, known as the 4T, is based on the commitment made by you, the student, to tithe of your time, to tithe of your talent, and to tithe of your treasure, and to have that commitment of the financial tithe guaranteed by your ministry for your satisfaction. That is, satisfaction guaranteed, or your full tithe is refunded. And as a result of that very bold and magical commitment made by you, you will be empowered by the Christ Spirit to experience prosperity in your life. This commitment made by you will extend for a period of 12 weeks, long enough for the essence of the classroom work and the individual work done by you to actually change consciousness, to change the thoughts and feelings of lack and limitation to those of prosperity and abundance, and thus to change your life. The 4T has worked bountifully, and the satisfaction guarantee is a concept that allows you to participate in the idea of tithing risk-free. The more dedicated you are to the spiritual ideas covered in the program, the greater your success. And the success stories of participants have been truly beautiful and inspirational to hear. Virtually all who have participated in the 4T have a better sense of prosperity and thus are able to know a richer, fuller, more abundant life as a result. So let me tell you what this course in prosperity is all about. Precisely, it is about changing your consciousness about prosperity. Not talking about it, not thinking about it, not dreaming about it, not wishing for it, but actually changing your consciousness about it. Doing the nitty-gritty work that is necessary to do in order to change consciousness. Because as you already know, or are soon to learn if you are a beginning truth student, that a changed consciousness about prosperity begets actual prosperity, demonstrated out here where we can experience it. If you are interested in having more, then you must learn how to be more. Being prosperous in thoughts and feelings begets actual prosperity, begets spendable prosperity. And all of us are interested in that. But in order to have more, we must learn how to be more in consciousness. During these lessons, I will cover what I believe to be the most basic 7 spiritual ideas which you need to understand and to be able to use. There are, of course, many more spiritual ideas than these, but I believe them to be the most important 7 with which to deal. They don't work individually. They are all interrelated and interwoven with one another. Knowing and concentrating on any one of them will not create prosperity. It takes time to understand these ideas and to be able to use them constructively in your life, to create the life that you desire. It takes time. And you must be willing. You must be willing to change your consciousness. You must be willing. Let me be more precise. Through the principles of the 4T, you will learn to release yourself from your old thoughts, from your old beliefs, the beliefs that have produced the current experience. So let me ask you, is there a stirring within you, a whisper, suggesting a change? Have you had it with your comfort zone? Is there an attitude of complacency being disturbed? The 4T will answer that quiet whisper within you, giving you the courage to change without fear. Your presence here in this workshop meeting would indicate to me, if I were with you, that you are not only desirous of change, but that you are willing.
The starting point for any abundance program is the development of a prosperity consciousness. Both lack and abundance are the results of a state of mind. The most important single step you will ever take on the road toward experiencing a more abundant life is the decision to make a commitment to change. Your commitment to change is enhanced and implemented by working with this program about prosperity, not simply taking a class in prosperity.
Over a 12-week period of time, the 4T offers several consciousness-changing assignments and techniques which allow the new desirable ideas to come into active consciousness. And the time frame allows you to do the necessary work that is required to do to change consciousness, not merely to understand the ideas about prosperity, but to make those ideas your own. For it doesn't make any difference if it's a Charles Fillmore idea, an Eric Butterworth idea, a Napoleon Hill idea, a Stretton Smith idea. It doesn't make any difference in your life until it is your idea. And when it is your idea, your whole world changes before your very eyes. You will have support from others for your new ideas, and you will give support to others for their new ideas. You will be given mind-renewing assignments. The foundation of your success will be effective prayer. A profound yet simplistic approach to prayer will be utilized by you and your prayer partners in what I call a prosperity prayer circle. And through using the 4 T's, that is, tithing of time, talent, and treasure, you will learn how to put God first in all that you do, and learn that when you do, that the response from God is always good. As Jesus said in Luke, "And it will be given to you, good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over." And by these remarks, I hope I am aligning myself with your desire to change your consciousness about prosperity.
The 4T Prosperity Program has 3 rather unique aspects. First, the course is based on the idea of tithing of time, talent, and treasure by the student over a 12-week period. These are the 4 T's. This is the student's commitment to the program. The second unique aspect of the 4T program is that in addition to individual recordings of the 12 lessons on CD, there is a word-for-word text of each lesson. As a student in the course, you will use both the senses of hearing and seeing simultaneously for deeper understanding of the material presented. Educators believe that this teaching technique is an effective tool for learning and assimilating information. It is estimated that a student understands and retains 10% of what is heard, 30% of what is read, and 50 to 60% of what is heard and read simultaneously. In addition, the program includes an activities workbook, which is a beautiful visual companion to the text and CDs. The workbook lessons parallel the teachings in the text and includes hands-on exercises, illustrations, and thought-provoking questions, as well as personal statements, prayer circle partner information, class notes, and self-examinations to stimulate the student's progression through the course. To be a participant in this course, each individual student commits to tithe of his or her time. That is, to attend church services and the prosperity classes weekly, and to meditate daily on the ideas of prosperity during a 12-week period. Each student commits to tithe of their talents. That is, to do some volunteer work for the church or some other volunteer organization during the 12 weeks. And each student commits to tithe of their treasure. That is, to tithe 10% of his or her income to the church during the 12 weeks. The underlying reason for the program's success lies in the commitment you make to your tithing of time, talent, and treasure. Willingness to make a commitment and dedication to doing the work of the program brings about a change in consciousness. Your commitment is outlined in My Covenant with God.
In my very first class in Sacramento, a couple whose family life had not been as wholesome as one would desire had their preteen daughter come up to them in about the 10th or 11th week, and she said, "I don't know what the two of you are doing, but please keep it up. This family has never been as happy as it has been the last few weeks." Now, that's prosperity and the fullness of life. Also in that very first 4T class in Sacramento, an attorney came up to me after the class and told me that she wanted to become a judge. She was in the process of doing all of the things that were necessary to do in order to qualify for such a position. And I suggested to her that she make that her prayer goal and establish a date to be named a judge no later than the 90th day of the class, in 90 days or before. That was a prayer need that she worked throughout the course, individually and with her prayer partners. She did the outer work that was necessary to do. She did the inner work that was necessary to do. And Governor Duke Magian, then governor of the state of California, called her on the 90th day to appoint her a judge. Now that's prosperity. And now I invite you to join the 4T Prosperity Program in tithing of time, talent, and treasure for the fullness of life. Goodbye, and I bless each of you abundantly.